This video is going to show you how to use the CNC router to engrave pieces that you may want to engrave. The first thing that you need to do is either go in Microsoft Word, find a saved document, or go on the internet and find what you want to engrave. For this example, we are going to engrave the Fox Racing symbol. You're going to want to right click, copy your image, and open up Microsoft Paint. So we're going to delete the previous image that was in here, and we are going to bring ours in. You're going to come up here in the left corner and paste it in. Now this is where you want to cut any image, edit any image, do anything you need to. If you need to crop, the crop tool's up here. If you need to erase, just hit the eraser tool. So I've edited everything I need to. Now I'm going to highlight my image and hit copy. The next step is to come down and open up the V-carve window. So we're going to need to start over here. We'll file, new, and we are not going to save any changes. So the first thing you need to do in the upper left hand corner is put the size of your image into the box. The size of the piece that we want to use is going to be 6 inches by 6 inches. So your width, or the left to right size of your image, is going to be 6. And your height is also going to be 6. Now if your image is 10 by 12, you put it in as 10 by 12. If your image is 20 by 20, you put it in as 20 by 20. Then we're going to come down here, we're going to hit OK. Now, if you notice, the image on the screen, or the size of your board, is going to be up across the top here. 0 inches to 6 inches. It's also going to be on the side, starting at 0 down here, up to 6 here. So wherever your image is placed is where it's going to end up on your board. We're going to come here and right click. We're going to paste. So there's my image. Now, if you notice, my image is only about 2 inches tall. So if I want it larger, if I want to move it, I'm going to double click the image. Now I can drag, make it larger, make it smaller. You're also going to need to recenter it. So if I click on top of it, now I can move it wherever I want it on my image, wherever I want it on my board. So once you have it where you want it and how large you want it, you're going to click on it and have these pink dashes around. Then you're going to come over and click on the bird. It's called Trace Bitmap. If your image is black and white, you'll leave this in black and white. If it's in color, you can click color. If it is in color, you're going to want to put a box. Click the boxes that you want to be cut out. If you notice, whatever I click, it's going to turn to neon green. So if I click the white, it's going to highlight everything. So this is what I want cut out. Black and white. It's going to be a lot simpler. You come down here. Either way, you have to hit preview. And now everything highlighted is what's going to cut out. I'm going to hit apply, and I'm going to close. The next step is, again, we're going to highlight our piece. This time you'll need to drag the mouse over. Again, the little pink dashes around it mean it's highlighted. Then you're going to come in the upper right corner with Tool Pass. Click V-carve. We're engraving. So what you're going to do in here is come down, hit calculate. Now this doesn't really show you a ton, so we're going to go up to preview all Tool Pass, and that's what this should cut out and look like on your board. So this is what we want. Now we're going to close it, and we're going to save it. You can save it on under whatever you'd like. Don't open up any other files. Leave it under CNC Shark and just save it. So we're going to save it as Fox. Once we've saved it, now what you're going to need to do is minimize all the programs and any pop-ups that come up. So we're going to exit out of here, exit out of here. We're going to come right here to CNC Shark 1.6, open it up. Okay. The reason this popped up is we do not have the machine on. So if you come down here and there's no lights on, you need to pull this to the right and it'll pop out. So now it's on. So now if this popped up, we can hit OK and your program should pop up. So we're going to want to hit no in this window. This is asking if we want to load the previous image or the previous person's engraving. First thing we're going to come here is do File, and we need to load the code. It's called G code. So we're going to come to Fox, and now it loads all the code up. Then we're going to go to Jog. Now what we're going to do when we jog is we have to find the bottom left corner of our piece. So before we do that, we need to clamp our piece in. So we're going to bring our piece over here and we're going to clamp it in. Slide the clamps on, and you're going to want to put them on the corner so that way they don't get hit by the router. Make sure they're clamped down tight because it will shift. Now we're going to zero out the machine. So if you notice, we can manually move the bit. So what I'm doing here, Y is going to be forward and backward, X is left and right, and Z is up and down or your depth. So I'm going to move it to the bottom left corner. Once I've adjusted it to where I need it, come up here to the left and you zero it out. Now the computer knows where it's going to start. The next step, you hit Run File. It's going to load up your file. Next thing, it asks you if you want to start, and you do. Now that you've completed your CNC, you need to exit out of all the programs. Once you're done, you're going to come in and push the button in and to the left. If you notice, no lights are on. Again, in and to the left. Then you're going to close the computer and shut the screen.